Welcome back, TRL. My name's Keith, and this is the start of something great. It is week 1 of our 16-week training plan to get us to the Detroit Marathon weekend. Whether you're running the marathon, the half marathon, the 5K, or the mile, we're here to get stronger so we can train better, we can stay healthier, and we can have more fun with it. So our first workout of our training plan is going to be just a simple strength workout. A simple routine. We're going to start with legs, do some upper body, end with some core. If you're a beginner, you're going to do 3 sets of 10 reps. If you're intermediate, if you've done this before but you're not quite there, you're going to do 4 sets of 15 reps. If you're advanced, if you want to go beast mode, you're going to do 5 sets of 20 reps. I'm going to demonstrate 1 set of 10 reps just to get us started, and then you can do what you need to from there. So getting right into it, we're going to start with simple body weight squats. One of the best strength workouts we can do. It's going to hit our quads, our hamstrings, our glutes, as long as we do it right. So feet just about hip width apart, toes facing straight forward or turn just a little bit out, really planting those heels, engaging those glutes. We're going to sink back in to about 90 degrees and then back up. We're going to do 10 of these. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top, really engaging those butt muscles and thrusting those hips forward just a little bit so that we get the full activation of these squats. And if you're having a hard time keeping your back straight, just raise the arms up over your head. Makes them a little bit more difficult, but it's going to keep you honest as far as keeping that spine nice and straight. And just 10 of those. Moving from there into bridges, so we're hitting our hamstrings. Getting down on your back, feet flat on the floor. Arms out to the side or overhead. And we're just thrusting the hips up, really driving into the heels. Again, squeezing those glutes at the top so we get the full activation. You should really just feel this in your hamstrings and your glutes. If you're feeling it in your lower back, we need to engage those glutes even more. All right, excellent. Another thing with those bridges, make sure you're not flaring your knees out too far. Try to pretend like you're squeezing a ball or a block between your knees so that you're keeping them nice and straight and not letting them fall out to the side. From there, we're going into calf raises. So hitting our calf muscle, which is going to be the primary muscle that provides power, provides energy to propel us forward when we're running. So a really important muscle. So we're going to be doing calf raises coming up and then back down. Really try to slow down on the way down, because that eccentric loading or that lengthening of the muscle while it's under tension is going to strengthen that muscle, make it a lot more resilient, because we're really demanding a lot out of it. When our foot hits the ground when we're running, we are creating a ton of energy, storing up all that energy and releasing it really quickly through the calf and Achilles. So if we're not conditioned well enough, that's a major site for injury when running. And the most important part of that is going to be that eccentric load. So making sure we're going nice and slow, keeping that muscle under tension for as long as we can. All right, and then just to counterbalance that, I'm going to do some toe raises as well. So you'll feel this right through the anterior tibialis, that muscle that feels shin splints sometimes. So we want to strengthen that muscle as well. So you're just dorsiflexing your feet or bringing your toes up toward your shins. And it helps to lean against a wall just to stabilize yourself. It's hard to balance on your heels if you're not being supported. All right, and then our last leg exercise or lower body exercise is going to be clamshells. So this is going to target that glute medius. It's going to help with stability of the hip. We're just keeping our feet together, starting with our knees together, bringing them up as high as we can until we feel that contraction, that activation of the glute back here. A lot of us as runners learn to rely too much on our hamstrings. We lose that neuromuscular connection between our brains and our butt. So we end up running without activating the glute the right way. And when we do that, we really risk injury of the hip, of the knee. So we want to make sure we're stable here. And we also want to make sure that we're just getting used to engaging that glute through all of our movements. So every week through our strength training, there are going to be exercises specifically targeting those glutes, specifically targeting those muscles that keep us healthy. All right, excellent. Getting into our upper body workout, we're going to start with just some simple push-ups. So really easy to perform, but can be really challenging. Feel free to modify if you're not there with your full body weight onto your knees. But if you're able to, go ahead and get right to that full push-up position, which is just a standard plank to start. You're coming down, you're trying to keep those elbows kind of close to the body so we're not flaring way out. And then we should be coming down with our chin just between our hands. This is another one that's pretty good if you can slow it down a little bit. Keep those muscles under tension. As they elongate, that will create more resiliency and strength. And the push-up is not just for the chest. It really hits our triceps. It hits our back. It makes us work our core. So even though we know that the push-ups will help us get a shapelier chest, get those pec muscles warmed up, it's also going to be a pretty full body upper workout. So we're going to go from there. We are going into reverse flies. So I'm going to get down on my stomach here. I'm going to bring the upper body up just so the chest is a little bit lifted off the ground. Arms straight out to the side. And we're just pinching the shoulder blades together. So we're doing a reverse fly. As we come up, hold for a couple seconds, release it back down. All right, so making sure we're hitting those back muscles, trapezius rhomboids, making sure we're balanced from front to back so we can roll our shoulders back, keep our chest open when we're running. Next is going to be back extensions. So working more of the lower back this time. We're actually going to be doing kind of some back crunches almost. So starting in that prone position or laying on your stomach, you can reach those arms back, palms down. And you're just bringing the chest and the rib cage up off the ground. You should really feel it down through those erector muscles that keep our spine stable. All right, excellent. And from there, we're just gonna go straight into core. So only a few moves for the upper body right now. We don't need much, but we do need a little of that upper body strength to keep us healthy when we're running. So going into a reverse crunch for our first core exercise. You're gonna come down onto your back. Bring the knees up to 90 degrees, shins parallel to the ceiling. We are just gonna roll that pelvis back and up. Try to get just our lower back off the ground. Feel that crunch in the lower abdominals. So we are trying to keep it under control. All right, excellent. From there, we're gonna go into dead bugs. So we're staying on our back, bringing our legs and our arms up. Keep them at 90 degrees, or if you need more of a workout, you can straighten those legs up. I'm gonna straighten them up as far as I can. We're gonna go opposite leg, opposite arm. So we're gonna drop left leg, right arm. Keep that core as stable as possible. We're not letting that lower back come off the ground. Back up, right leg, left arm. That's 1 rep. So we're gonna do 10 on each side. All right, excellent. Now that's gonna help us keep our core stable. It's gonna kind of mimic what our core does when we're running. When we're moving our arms and legs, and we're engaging our core isometrically so that we can stabilize the hips and the spine, make sure everything's working in tandem. All right, going to knee to elbow crunch. So we're gonna come down. Here I'm gonna cross my left ankle over my right knee. Go ahead and put your left arm out to stabilize yourself. Right hand just behind the right ear, elbow out. We're gonna bring that elbow across and just come as close to the knee as you can. You don't have to touch. But we're just twisting, working our obliques a little bit here. And then switching sides. All right. And then the mother of all core workouts, the plank. Beginners are doing 30 seconds, intermediates doing 45 seconds, advanced you're doing 60 seconds. So I'm just gonna demonstrate for 30 seconds. Make sure, try to keep as straight of a line from the head all the way to the heels as possible. Don't let that belly sag or that butt fly way up. Keep it nice and straight. Pull that belly button in, engage the glutes. Try to press the elbows away from each other, almost like you're ripping your mat in half or trying to. And that'll help you engage all of the important muscles here. And 30 seconds is done. All right, guys, that's our week 1 workout. So expect more of the same for the next 3 weeks. We're gonna be working on simple strength. Then we're gonna go into a block of endurance and balance training. Then we'll get into our faster pace kind of HIIT workouts, our plyometrics, jumping, making sure that we can handle those loads. And then we're going to go into a 4-week period at the end that's going to be maintenance. We're going to be relaxing the strength so that we can increase our running leading up to the marathon. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Keep coming back. You'll get a new workout every week, and we'll hit this marathon as strong as we possibly can. Let's go.